Right guys, time for another RLR beer short. This one we go to Eimuri, Adaji, Latvia, another beer from the wonderful Ārpus Brewing Co. This one is the quadruple dry hot Peacharine, Citra, Rakau, Strata TIPA brewed in collaboration with Celestial Beerworks, who are from the medical district of Dallas, Texas, over in the US. Quite an interesting beer, this one, I have to say. A 10% New England Hazy Imperial Triple, whatever you want to call it, IPA. The beer pours this lovely dark sort of mango juice colour. When it came out, it had about a 2/3 finger of a frothy, perfect white head. The aroma on this one was actually quite reserved, and it was a bit difficult to pick things out, so I think we should focus on the flavour of this one. So there we go. Backbone of this beer, lovely fresh white bready bread crust in there, a little bit of woody character further forward, some Jacob's cream cracker sitting on top of that. You've got a layer of like wholemeal brown bread in there, which gives you a wee bit of graininess and dryness into the aftertaste. Above that, you've got the barley malt white bread in there, which again, it's a little bit drier, but it's a wee bit smoother and more dense. Then you've got the more wheaty white bready character sitting on top of that, which is denser, smoother further forward, a little bit bitier further back. Then you've got all the oaty character in this one. So down the middle line of your palate, you can feel the oats are like really kind of quite creamy. Then as you move out toward the edges of your palate, you can just feel them sort of drying out a little bit, which is what you expect of the beer once it gets that little bit older. But yeah, you can feel in the middle of your palate there's a kind of oval circular kind of shape in there. That's the boozy side of the beer coming out, and the brown sugary side of it as well. In the dead centre of your palate, it's a little bit straight up kind of caramelly. Then as you move further out from that, there's a wee bit more of a sort of Werther's original butter candy butterscotchy flavour, and on the very edge of that there's a wee bit of like McVitie's digestive biscuit in there. So yeah, the malty side of this beer is quite interesting. Now if you push further back on the palate, you'll feel there's a little bit of an almost Skittles type flavour in there. That'll be coming from the yeast, and then on the back third of your palate you've got all those bready layers in there, but the yeasty character sits on top. And the yeasty side of this beer is kind of brown bready and slightly sweet at its core. When you push further out from that, the brown bread gets a little bit drier, then it's almost like a kind of toasty bread crusty character on the very edge of that, which pushes its way out into the aftertaste. On the hoppy side of things, back corners of the palate, you've got a nice little bit of earthiness in there. As you move further forward, a wee bit woody and herbal, bit of pine resin, some floral aromaticity in there. Then round the front curve of your palate, it's a little bit lighter and more grassy, wee bit oily as well because of, I think, a bit of cryo in there. The fruity side of this one, further back on that front third of your palate, peach on top from the Peacharine, juicy mango from the Citra, underneath that a little bit of passion fruit. As you move further forward, there's apricot there from the Rakau, a little bit of pineapple too. Then the front half of that front third of your palate, you've got sort of melony note, and then lots of kind of oily strawberry from the Strata in this one. So really interesting fruity side of things. Mouthfeel wise, it's full bodied, smooth carbonation, slightly silky in its mouthfeel, a wee bit dry, maybe 50-ish IBUs. It's an interesting beer, this one, so definitely give it a go. The quadruple dry hop Peacharine, Citra, Strata, Rakau, triple IPA from Arpus and Celestial Beerworks.